guys, welcome back. Got another tutorial for you today. We're gonna make Skillet chocolate chip cookie with the ice cream. You're gonna need one of these. You're gonna need a little container of this, and I'll explain to you why in a few minutes. You're gonna need some Model Magic. And you're gonna need a little bit of brown Model Magic. You could make brown Model Magic with white clay, but it takes a lot of paint, and sometimes the clay gets a little sticky when you put too much paint in it. So you can get a little piece. I got a tiny piece right here that I'm gonna use, just a little tiny piece. That's gonna be for the chocolate chips. Or you could paint your chocolate chips on. Whatever you want. It's up to you. Like I always say, do whatever is economical for you. So, what I did was I took my Model Magic and I mixed in a little bit of classic caramel into the Model Magic. And I got this color. It's like a tan color, a really light tan color. And so then, like I said, I use all different kind of clays, but Model Magic and Play Code 3's clay, those are like my two favorites. I like Model Light. It's not my favorite. I've used it for years. Over 10 years I've used it. When you could only find it at AC Moore. But AC Moore is not closed anymore, so you can find it at Walmart. Usually you have to order it online. Sometimes they have it in the store. And if you go look for Model Light, you're not going to find it like where they have all the arts and crafts and stuff. You're going to find it where they have the school supplies and office supplies, if you're looking for it. Okay? So, let me get my brush over here. So, you're going to take your dough, your cookie dough, and you're just going to smash it into your skillet like that. Make sure you get it all the way to the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's cookie dough. You don't really want it to be perfect, right? So then I took the... What did I do with it? Oh, duh. So I took the brown Model Magic. So first, try to give it some texture. I took a brush, just a regular old brush, and did like this to it. And look, I don't know if you can see the texture that it gives. This has no texture. This has texture. Because, you know, chocolate chip cookie has a little bit of a texture. And you could take that, and you could take a brush and do that same thing. Give it some texture. You just want to take your brush and put it in there. You know, cookies have little dents, lumps and bumps. And there you go. But we're going to put out chocolate chip cookies, and then we're going to give it a little bit more texture. So basically, I'm just going to take little round. I'm not going to do anything spectacular or fancy to it. I'm just going to take a little round ball and just smash it in wherever I feel. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to, make the chocolate chips all different sizes. Put one here, put one there, put one everywhere. Not everywhere. You don't want to overdo it. Just put, enough. If you want, you can shape one like a little chocolate chip cookie and just put it in there, like dent it up like that. Listen, we just gonna do whatever. So we don't need to really worry about the middle because we're going to put an ice cream scoop on top. And that's going to be the fun part. So basically, you're just going to put wherever you think you're going to see a chocolate chip cookie. You just want to put something there. All different sizes is fine. Hope everybody's been having some good weather finally. It was like 80 degrees here today, finally. Well, I mean, 80 degrees is a little bit much for right now, but so basically, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it. So if you want to like give your cookie a little bit of more texture, you can take your brush, your dotting tool, and just go around the chocolate chip a little bit. You don't have to, like I said. You do whatever texture works for you. I'm just giving you some ideas. And then I just like to go back in there, go back around those chocolate chips, and just put some more texture. Because I think I went a little too deep here. Let me fix that. Okay. But you know, cookies do have like little divots and stuff, and it's not perfect, you know what I mean? So you could just do what you want. Then I'll just go back over it again. See that? So now we're gonna add some color to it. And you know what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna dry brush a little bit of something on there. And just get my little thing here so we could, this is basically empty. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna use the cap because I don't need a lot of paint, and that's actually too much paint. So you're basically gonna take your color and you're gonna rub most of it off, and you're just gonna go, see it's giving your cookie color already, you see that? And you're just gonna go around. Try not to really go too much onto the chocolate chips. Just go onto the dough part. So you want to give it that baked look, you know? Make sure you get the hairs from this brush came from Dollar Tree. It's a stencil brush. You can find it in the Square craft aisle. I like to do a little bit extra around the edge, because you know when it's in the oven, the edges get a little bit more brown. Make sure you get, because I got the hair from the brush, right? Darn. That one, I got a little bit of glitter on there because this had glitter on it. Well, and then I took a little bit of nutmeg brown, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of a little bit of a baked look. This one is about done too. But honey, I'm using this down to the last nitty gritty. I'll try to take off as much off your brush as you can. And you're just gonna go in there as well. And you're just gonna give it that baked look, right? That's because that's what we want. We want it to look baked. And you know, sometimes when you bake a little bit, it's more dark than the other. Make sure you get these little edges where the openings are in the side. We don't want to see too much white. We want to see a baked cookie. Okay, I think that's baked enough. We done baked. So, I actually have one here that I already did. And what I did, I'm gonna put this one to the side, okay? What I did with this one, if you can see, I put like pieces of a toothpick. So what I did, I'll bring that one back so I can show you what I did. I got a tooth, only because sometimes I worry about, like, after the fake bake is done, sometimes it wants to come apart, like it wants to fall apart and stuff. And no. So I took a toothpick, I cut it, okay, into like 3 pieces, right? And then I just stuck it in the cookie, in the middle of the cookie, where the ice cream scoop is gonna go. Just so I could have a little bit, so we know that that scoop is not gonna come up out of there, okay? That's just my thought, I don't know. So basically, put this away, we don't need this. You got, for your scoop, now this is why I recommend this. From Dollar Tree, this little container of spackle, because this spackle is really dry. And when you're making an ice cream scoop, you want your spackle to be a bit dry so that the scoop sticks together and it holds. So I already have one made here, but I'm going to show you what I did. So you're going to need, because you know, vanilla ice cream is really not white. So I'm going to add a little bit of antique parchment just to give it that, look, see how hard this is? Look at this. I'm telling you, this is really hard. This is going to need help, a lot of help. Okay, make sure you get all of it. So basically, I'm going to need a lot of water. But, you know, I don't pour water in there. I spray my water in there. Make sure you get it down in the bottom. And then I'm going to add some antique parchment color, because we're going to need it. Now, we don't want this to get soft, like if we're gonna make swirls, or like if we're gonna put it on a cake or anything like that. We actually do want it to stay a little thick, but this takes work. You need to really work this, like it's really, I'm talking about, like if you was to patch a wall or something, you'd probably be like, nah, this is no good, because it's that dry. Like it's really like dry. I can't explain how dry it is, but it's dry. You can tell it's dry because it's crumbly. Like when I use my other spackle, you know, it's always nice and smooth and thin. So I think we need a little bit more water. Ain't no point in keeps trying to stir that. Like I tell you, I use a spray bottle because I don't want to add too much water at one time, and you can't take it back. Bro, this is going to take us a minute, honey. Woo! But I want to, you know, I never really use Dollar Tree. I mean, I do, but not in this case. I haven't really used it in a long time. Actually, I made this ice cream. Oops, knocking everything down. I made this butter pecan ice cream. Oh God, I don't know how long ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. I made that. And it was with Dollar Tree. Oh, look, I broke my stick, y'all. That just goes to show you how thick that stuff is. But luckily, I have some right here. Let me take out a couple in case, you know. Yeah, this can't handle it. They can't handle it. But you know them sticks ain't that strong anyways. But come on, y'all, let's go. Start coming together. Because this is terrible. This is going to take a minute, but I want y'all to see. I don't want to not do it because I want you guys to see the process. Like, I probably need a regular. You know what? I got to, hold on. I don't even know if it's going to fit in there. But I have a regular fake baking spatula. And add a little bit. Because this spoon is not helping me. And I need to, like, smash it down. Get this going. All right, it's coming along now. It's coming along. Maybe I should have put it in a bigger container too, so I could really stir it up, you know. But this is how you want it. You want it to, like, you see that? How it's coming together now? So when you scoop it, it's gonna keep its shape, okay? And that's what we want. We want to be able to scoop it up and it keep its shape. Now, if you don't want to buy the Dollar Tree spackle, so what you do is you watch my other video where I made a spackling video. It's just about spackle, how to thin it out, how to, if it dries out, and if it could be saved, how to save it. And I also do an ice cream scoop, and I show you what I use to make my scoop. I don't know what's up with my hand, but hit my wrist, it just, when I make certain moves, whoo, it's like, ooh, I feel like crying. But I keep moving, because you know us women, oh my Lord. You seen that? You see that? Alright, I'm going to leave this alone. And we're going to come back to this. But you got to... So, right? First of all, I got to clean up a little bit. Because, nah. This thing is like... It done went all over the place. So, I'm sorry, y'all. But y'all know I can't... Gotta keep a clean work surface because it drives me crazy. So we're gonna use this. You see this? It's hard, but it's still manageable. And you see the color? It's not white. It's an off-white color because that's the color of ice cream. So I got my ice cream scoop over here. I don't know what size I should use. What size you think? This size? Yeah, this is the size. Let me see, is this the same size? Nope, it's smaller. Alright, y'all. We got a drink of water. And I'm gonna need a another little toothpick. Just in case. So, look at this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab me a scoop of ice cream. Now, let's see how this goes. Oop, I want to cover it up. So basically, alright, that looks good. Got to clean it up a little bit. And I kind of want to, I wish I could move it over a little bit. I don't want to mess it up too much. I mean, I don't want to touch it or mess with it too much. So if you get like these little pieces on the side, like extra pieces, just shave them off, right? Then you're going to come in here and you kind of grab some on your toothpick, because this, we're going to make an edge. We're going to make an edge. You see that? You're going to take your toothpick. Don't take too much. Just a little bit at a time. So we could get that ice cream edge. Okay? just a little bit at a time. And we're going to fill these edges up to make it look like a scoop. Like it was just, you know, like we didn't do anything to the scoop. See that? It's coming along. It's coming along. Just want to add that edge. Right? And you're going to go all the way around and do the same thing. Just go around the whole thing. And just get that, put that little piece in there. Just so you could give your ice cream an edge. Because it's kind of hard to do it with that scoop. Don't grab too much because you don't want to overdo it. You just want enough to make it look like you scooped it that way. You know what I mean? See how it's starting to look? See, that side is not done. You see that? But look at this side. Look how it looks. I like it. So you keep going around that edge. You don't want to take too much, but you don't want to take too little, like I just did, and didn't really do anything. And just go around the whole enchilada. Oops. Well, that's where you want to be. All right, that's where you could be. And just try to smooth it out so it could look like it's part of the ice cream, like you didn't put it there. Like you scooped a perfect ice cream scoop. Some people could do it. When I did this one, it came out all right, but you can see it still wasn't like a whole scoop. Right, so now you see how it looks? It looks like a whole scoop. Now you go around and you look at it. Make sure you got all the little edges. You don't have no openings. And, you know, a scoop is not perfect, so... And I think we did good. But there's some in here. Make sure you scoop that out because that's still good. And you could probably get another scoop out of here. See how thick it is? That you can pick it up with your hands. Like if it was that other, like the kind of spackle, the texture was like for cake baking, cake making, or covering a fake cake, you wouldn't be able to pick it up. Look, you still got enough. I think you get another scoop out of that. So we are going to close this up. And hold on, let me. And move on to the next step. Move all this crap out the way that I gotta clean later. We are going to wipe this off. And now we are going to put a drizzle of chocolate on that. So I'm gonna need to get a little sandwich bag, which I should have had beforehand. Right? Get you a little sandwich bag. That's all you need to make your drizzle. I got some drizzle here. I've made this various times. It's just caulk, paint, and a little bit of Mod Podge. You can check out my, let me see what video is this on. You don't need a lot, just need a little, because we're not going to put that much. What video did I do this on? Well, if you look at my pretzel video, my St. Patrick's Day pretzel video, it's the same technique, it's just a different color. Okay? So, ooh, I always do that, knowing that these containers are plastic and cheap. And I'm always trying to put pressure on them. Alright, I hope this is enough. I don't really want a lot of drizzle, but I don't think that's enough drizzle, son. Like, come on, girl. Stop being stingy. It's just I hate wasting it, you know? I mean, even though I could put it back in here, but just, I don't know. It's just me. All right, I think that's enough. I don't really want to put too much because I just want to put enough so it looks yummy, but not where it's gonna like drizzle all over every little spot of the ice cream. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna cut this excess part off of the bag only because it gets in my way and it gets on my nerves. If you want to, afterwards you could put a ribbon on here to make it pretty and everything. I don't have a ribbon right now, but now you're gonna cut, remember what I say, the tiniest hole you can cut, because if you cut a big hole, it's hard to manage. Okay, and this is very runny. So you're just gonna put it on there like that. You don't want your hole to be too big. Then you can't control the fudge. And you're gonna be saying, what the fudge? Because you're gonna be mad because it's dripping all over the place. See that? I think that's good. Probably use a little bit there. Just a little. You know, it's gonna run down by itself. You don't need to like add too much. It's just gonna run down by itself. You don't need to do too much to it. And look, I did put too much in there. I don't need all of this. But you know, because I'm gonna put some whipped cream on there. But I'm not gonna put drizzle on the whipped cream. I don't want to. So I'm gonna just put this back, save it for another project. If you go out, get these takeout containers, save them. Because the stuff stays good in there for a while. My hands are so icky. So I got my bit of spackle. And I put a cover on it this time because I made it earlier and I didn't want it to dry out like it always does. So let's make sure we have, yep, we good. That was a waste. That was a good dollop right there. So I'm just gonna put like a little dollop. That's it. That's all you need. I should have put a piece of toothpick on there to hold that down. It's always okay if you want to put a piece of toothpick just so your little dollop doesn't fall off. But look how good that looks. And I have a little cookie right here. And I think I'm going to just put it like right on there. Should I? I was going to get a cherry, but the cherries I have are big. And it wasn't going to look right on that. So, you know what? I do want to put a piece of toothpick in here just to hold this down. Because keep it from like sliding and falling off. It gives me comfort. All right, so I did it. All right, should I put the cookie on here? I don't really have any other small. I'm trying to think, what do I have I could put on here? Because this is too tall. It's going to make it look too... What you think? Anyways, look. This is your skillet pie. No, your skillet cookie a la mode with some ice cream on top. I don't know what I'm going to put on top, but you'll see the end picture when I decide what I'm going to put on there. Because I don't have any small fruit, and that's what's really... Oh, I have a small strawberry. Matter of fact, these are pretty tiny. I'll put a strawberry on there. See, this is pretty small. You see how tiny it is? You think a strawberry will look good? I don't know. Or should I just put it straight up? Anyways, guys, you put whatever you want. Maybe I should have put that cookie on there. But anyways, guys, this is it. Like I said, if you want, you can put a ribbon on here. Make it cute. But here you go, your Dollar Tree Skillet chocolate chip skillet cookie a la mode. Hope you like it. So guys, until the next video, stay safe, stay healthy, keep crafting, and I'll see you soon. God bless you.